Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Today is still Saturday, November 29th, 2025. Back with another episode. Thank y'all for tuning in. I really appreciate it. And I want to thank y'all who went and re-subscribed. My number had dropped all the way back under 104,000. When I asked y'all to go resubscribe, they shot back up again. So thank you. Now I'm back over 105. I want y'all to see it. I just want to bring that to your attention. How these people are playing, not just with me, how they control, not just me, all of us. We're all under control. I know what this video is about. Well, somewhat brainwashed control, but anyway, this video is about control, but another form of control. But I just want to point out that little tidbit right there about how, go look at my numbers now. I don't know if y'all were paying attention to it, but I had got under 104,000 again. Well, under 105. I had got to 105,000. And then over the last couple of days, about a week or so, they've been dropping by the hundreds. I'm like, what the hell going on? I know I pissed some of you Democrats off. And on this one, I'm probably going to piss off some religious folks, because that's what I'm. I piss off somebody just about every video. Most people don't receive the truth well. It's a hard pill to swallow. Like with medicine. The best medicine is normally nasty. Castor oil is disgusting. But it'll get all that phlegm and all that cold and whatever you did. Y'all remember castor? They probably don't give it to you no more because, it was nasty. But the best medicine, especially when I was growing up, the stuff that works was disgusting. Candy don't get you well. If anything, it'll make you sicker. All that sugar. But it tastes good. So usually the truth don't taste good and it's gonna have you. You're gonna reject it. I don't want it to taste nasty. So I'll be pissing some people off, but I'm telling you the truth. So before I go off into this topic, again, thank y'all for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Make sure you hit the notification bell to get all the notifications. And please make sure, if you somebody who you really want to see my channel, you like my content, I ain't talking about if you don't like it, then you probably unsubscribe on your own. I'm talking about people that really like me, like my content, like what I'm talking about. Make sure you still subscribe. YouTube have a tendency of certain channels, certain types of content. I don't know. It just looks suspicious to me that they would they supposed to be wanting you to get more subscribers because the more subscribers I got, the more money they make. They should want me to have 1 million subscribers, get 1 million views. Ain't that kind of strange? But for some reason, certain creators, certain channels, not all of them, certain channels, all the notifications go out. You look at the channel that ain't really talking about nothing. No revolutionary, no fight back, no opening your eyes, none of that. They fine. They just talking about just everyday bullshit. But not just me. But anyway, I got other stuff to talk about. I don't want to just dwell on this too long because I got stuff to do. But again, make sure you still subscribe. And I see my numbers then jump back up just as quick as they fell. Go look at my numbers now. I'm back at 105,000 again within like an hour. And I was getting 2,000 to 3,000 subscribers a week. Every week. Y'all know it. And then y'all remember I got stuck at 84,000. If you've been around for a while. Then I was complaining to my little rep at the time. Then all of a sudden, because I was letting them know I noticed it, and I got the email of people emailing me that they've been unsubscribed, and I was showing them the email of my proof. They didn't notice I was emailing me telling me that, hey man, I was unsubscribed. So I showed them my proof. Then what a coincidence. My number started going up again to where I end up over 100,000. Now I'm at 105,000. Now they hit a screeching halt again. Don't nobody see me no more. Only 105,000 people like me. Not 106, just 105. Anyway, on with this content, this topic. My bad. Let me disclaimer. Whatever your religious views are, you're free and welcome to it, and I won't come against you at all. I'm just going to tell you about a conversation I ain't been too long had with a close friend of mine, with a good friend. Ultra religious, whatever, man of God and, worshiper of Christ and follower of Christ, whatever you want to call him. I ain't no problem with that. What you eat don't make me fat. Do what you do. So we was having a discussion, right? And we were talking about football and how Russell Wilson, him and his wife, Sierra, produced a movie called about the little girl with the oil field or whatever. And I was like, well, his career pretty much over in football, so that's a smart idea to start investing, to be investing in other stuff to make money after football. That's a good idea. And that he ain't been the same forever, and Obama basing on because he got married. Since he been married, he ain't been the same. And my point of view was that he's unequally yoked. Meaning he ain't with the type of woman that's like him. He love her. I ain't gonna say she don't love him. But he love her. Genuinely do, like men usually do. But and I was pointing out that Russell Wilson is like a Christian dude. He always, thinking his Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, and I want to give thanks to my Lord. One of them dudes, y'all hear him. He don't hide it. He ain't ashamed of it. He let it be known, what I'm saying, he's a Christian and a man of God. Even admitted that he didn't have sex with Sierra until they got married. He was holding out till marriage. He go that deep with it. So as me and my partner were discussing that situation, and he's a man, a self-proclaimed man of God too, Christian, what have you. But he started alluding to the fact that, I don't know, man, kind of like, in some of the word, Russell Wilson is not really a true man of God. I'm like, what did he do? What's wrong? I mean, even I say Sierra is not his type. She's beautiful and he human, he's a man, and she looked good to him. He's been fantasizing about her for years, before they got together. So that is lust. He's a human. But hey, Samson, David, men of the Bible, men of God, beautiful women, hey, that's our biggest weakness. Unless you're like that, and then a buttocks is your biggest weakness. But you feel what I'm talking about. But anyway. So we were discussing, and he was pretty much saying Russell Wilson ain't really a true man of God like he is. And the reason was because Russell Wilson is not a part of his congregation, the guy I was talking to. That's basically what he's saying. Russell Wilson claimed to be a man of God. Russell Wilson always giving honor to his Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, confessing Jesus with his mouth as his Lord and Savior, as they tell you you're supposed to do. Confess Jesus as your Lord and Savior. That's how you be saved, whatever, right? Y'all know how that goes. You've been in religion for a while. I've been all my life. Russell Wilson doing all them things, and he walking the walk. So much so that his peers call him a square, a lame, because he don't live like everyday people. He do, even though he was a multi-millionaire football star, he walking that God path. He walking like he talking. He actually living like that. Got millions of dollars and still ain't out here falling to, sleeping around with multiple women and this, that, wait till married before 6, with all that money he got, fame and everything. So I'm like, how much more godly can a man be? He judged this man based off he ain't a part of his religious doctrine, church. whatever church he go to. Well, if you are a Baptist, if you're a Protestant, if you this, if you that, you ain't going the right way. And then he had like a little Bible, a book that he was just using as an example of the Bible. Everything we need to know is in this. Because I was saying, well, how do you know that man, the man of God? You don't know what God's saying this man is. This right here tell you, as if there was the Bible. This tell you if you're doing what God wants you to do. I'm like, okay. What exactly that you see, that as far as you can see Russell Wilson doing, that says he ain't no much as a man of God as you are? Even though this guy, no judging on him, he's human. So that should tell. That's all you need to know. He's a human. Man of God, all you want to be, you're still a human. There's no human being on this planet. I don't care how many instructions and what this book say, you still a human. So somewhere down the line, if Russell Wilson done failed, you have too. I don't know why Russell Wilson done failed. I'm not saying he have, but he's a human, so I'm sure he has somewhere, even if I don't know or have seen it. He's a human. That don't mean he's a man of God. And that don't mean you more of a man of God than he is because he don't go to your church. So my point is, religion. Religion has destroyed so many people. Religion has destroyed friendships, families, relationships, careers, jobs, opportunities, based on religion. Here you have this man who's a flawed human thinking that he's more of a man of God than Russell Wilson only because Russell Wilson don't adhere to his doctrine. The following that, in other words, a Protestant. If you done been to church, you know this to be true. Whatever church you go to, feel like they got the right way to get to God, to get to Christ. Even though we preaching out the same book, same Jesus, same God, same all that, but for some reason, the way they doing it over there at the other church ain't the correct way. Even though they're using the same Bible, preaching the same Jesus, same God, because it ain't your church, they ain't doing it right. And you need to come over here to this church or you being misled. You being led to hell. That's no matter where we turn, politics, relationships, social things, and religion. No matter where we turn in this world, there's something dividing us. No matter where we turn in this world, there's something to keep us divided. And the two biggest ones, religion and politics. And he proved that to me tonight. I'm not judging him or Russell Wilson, but I'm sitting here telling y'all how I'm listening to him judge Russell Wilson. While all along, I'm looking at him as an outside looking in on both parties. Man, you ain't no better than Russell Wilson. As a matter of fact, if I had to choose which one I thought was a man of God out of what I've seen you do and what I've seen Russell Wilson do, I'd get a nod to Russell Wilson. Just being honest, and I ain't trying to judge. If it's based on how you're living, whether or not, because God said, keep my commandments. I don't care about your lip talk. I don't care about you go to church every Sunday. I don't care about you reading the book and all that and you saying out your mouth, God, Jesus, I love me some Jesus. God don't care about that. How you living. How you act behind closed doors. How are you when nobody's looking? Because even when nobody else is looking, God is looking. He always sees it. But a lot of y'all are more concerned with being accepted and respected by men. So you only perform and do your good deeds and your good talk and your good acting and you do your good stuff in front of men. But when men ain't around, you go to being who you really are. So you're really not a man of God because you ain't doing the same thing when ain't nobody looking. And you be thinking don't nobody see you. Always somebody see you. You always gonna be seen at some point in time. If it ain't but one person. And they might not ever tell what they saw you doing. But just know, somebody see you. God gonna make sure of that. Even if they don't tell, they might be the type of people that ain't my business. I don't get enough folk business. Because I done seen a lot of folk doing a lot of different things. I ain't told nobody, not even close family or friends. I ain't told them. I don't tell them. So I know the type of stuff people out here really doing. And then act in front of other folks. See, I done been on some streets riding by myself. And I said, is that the Huck? I done been riding, going to the Frankie Beverly concert, and trying to find a parking spot, pass by the gay club, and see somebody I've been knowing for years that's a ladies' man coming out the gay club. I never said nothing, never told nobody. It ain't my business. But every time I see him and out and about, hugged up with some pretty women, ladies' men. But behind closed doors, I saw him coming out the Golden Rod in Mobile, Alabama, which that ain't open no more. It's been about 20 years ago. Might be a little long, no, about 30 years ago. The Golden Rod, Mobile, Alabama. It was a gay club in Mobile. We had Frankie Beverly and Mays did a concert here. So I'm riding downtown Mobile trying to find if you're from Mobile, you know what I'm talking about. When the big events come, parking is horrible. So I'm trying to find somewhere to park. Frankie Beverly and Mays was at the Civic Center, not the Civic Center, but that new thing they built. It was new back then. It ain't new no more. Convention Center, yeah. So Frankie Beverly and Mays had a concert there. I'm trying to find somewhere to park. So I end up circling the block. I had to pass by the Golden Rod. And I saw somebody I know real well, plenty of women, coming out the gay bar. He never knows to this day I saw him, and I never said nothing. And I see him on a regular basis, dap him up, cool, like I don't know nothing. Ain't my business, is my point. He ain't tell me, so obviously he don't want me to know, and I'm acting like I don't know. He don't know to this day that I know. We still cool. My point is this. I don't give a damn how you act in front of everybody. You talking to the wrong one when it comes to having me believe you all good. I don't give a damn who you are. Ain't nobody all good. Ain't no telling what you doing when ain't nobody looking. I don't give a damn who you are. Russell Wilson, Jamal Bryant, me, you, the Grinch that stole Christmas. I don't give a damn who it is. How good they are in front of you, in front of the public, in front of the camera, behind them closed doors is what matters. When ain't nobody looking is what matters. So I just wanted to share that. That was just, that struck me. It struck a nerve with me. Like, here we go again with this religion. You can't even let a man worship and have his own. I believe in your own personal relationship with God. There ain't nobody business but you and God. If you have a God, or if you don't even believe in God, that's still your business. But I feel like with God, whoever your God may be, I feel like that should be personal. You have your own relationship with him. I can't judge your relationship with your God based on something I might see. I don't know how y'all rock it. I don't know. Nobody knows. And just the same as you get out here in front of everybody and shout about how much you love God and God is my everything. Oh, I go to speaking in tongues and all that shit y'all be doing. And then I turn right back around while I'm in there trying to get saved, ask me to blow your back out, and you the pastor, you a man. But you was just, now you want me to have you. Now you trying to get me to get you to speaking in tongues. I don't put nothing past nobody. Religion, politics, keeping us divided. And here we got a man, talking about Russell Wilson. He's not really a man of God. Not because of how he living, but because he ain't participating in the same church. What you call it when your church have your guidelines with a church doctrine or whatever. He might be going to a Baptist church and he don't go to whatever church you go to, Church of God and so and so. Y'all know how them religious folk be if you've been part of any religion, Jehovah's Witness, any of them. Jehovah's Witness think they way is the right way and everybody else wrong. Everybody else think Jehovah's Witness wrong. All of them talking about Jesus. You got a million different versions of Christianity. And each one of them think the other ones are wrong. You got to follow it this way. This is what Jesus really meant. This is what God was really saying in the Bible. Y'all read the same goddamn Bible. And ain't nobody coming up with the same interpretation. That's why I say you got to have your own relationship with your God. You can't go out with nobody else talking about. You go in there to your pastor all you want to. You got to have your own relationship with your God. I got my own with mine. You do what you want to do. You go listen to pastor tell you what God said. I let God tell me what I need to know. And it's been working for me. Got it good. I ain't ready to say bye. But I want to say this before I do that. Do you? Stop letting these religions and politicians, these pastors and what have you, thinking you better. Your way is the right way and nobody else's is. You got the only way. I know all y'all say Jesus is the only way, but now we got to look and say which version of Jesus is the only way. Your version, his version, that version, that version. Jesus is the only way to God. That's what y'all tell us. Now, we got to figure out who's Jesus, whose version, whose interpretation, whose idea of what Jesus was saying when he said what he said. So not only do we not got to know Jesus is the only way, now we got to figure out who's Jesus. Your Jesus, his Jesus, the guy I was talking to, Jesus, Russell Wilson's Jesus, Ty Simpson's Jesus. Who's Lord and Savior? Which one? They all named Jesus, but it seems like a lot of y'all got different ideas of who Jesus is. And we got to figure out which one of y'all is right about Jesus. I ain't got time for it. So what I want to know about Jesus and God, I just go ask them personally. Because it looks obvious to me. Y'all don't know what the hell y'all talking about. Got it good. Bye.